Hello and welcome everyone. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the demo for DTP. So let's get started. First of all, I'll take the switch here. So take 2960 series switch here. I'll take two switches and I will connect these switches together like this. Yes, it is connected. Now, I'll go ahead and do the needful for the DTP now. Since we have discussed that we are going to form the trunk between the switches dynamically. So I'll do one thing. I will go ahead and check it out the state of your switch port what you have. So I believe it will be in dynamic if you remember. So of course it will be in dynamic state, and dynamic state could be in dynamic desirable or maybe it is in dynamic auto, anyone it will be there. Okay, similarly here also dynamic desirable and dynamic auto will be there. So let's move ahead and do the test for the same. So I'll click on this and go ahead and verify. So far, how to verify if you remember? So normally you can verify like this. So interface fast ethernet 0x1 and then switch port is the command. So interface fs 0x1 and switch port. See this, it is there in which state? See this, right now it is there in dynamic auto state, correct? No? So if you see dynamic auto in switch 1 and dynamic auto in switch 2 also, in the sense both is waiting, so it is working as a static access, no trunk, correct? You can verify here as well in the switch 2 also. See, by default the switch 2 port also in, it will be also in the same state. If you can see that, show interface fast ethernet 0x1 and switch port is the command. Say this, it is also in dynamic auto state, static access, correct? If I show interface trunk, there is no trunk. Say this. But now you see, what if I go ahead and change one of the state? Say for example here it is dynamic auto. Now I'll go ahead and here keep as dynamic desirable. So the moment I change this as a dynamic desirable, they are going to initiate and they will form the trunk here. Say this. In this only I am going to change. See this, how to change? Go to configuration mode, interface fast ethernet 0x0, switch port mode, dynamic, and see this, you have two things, dynamic desirable and dynamic auto. So you can see in auto it is saying that passively wait, but here it is going to negotiate for the trunking. So I can say here dynamic desirable, done. What I have done, switch port mode dynamic desirable, exit, exit, verify, show interface fast ethernet 0x1 and switch port. This particular port has been administratively configured as dynamic desirable, but it is working as a trunk. Why? Because dynamic desirable in this, dynamic desirable, and here it is dynamic auto. So dynamic auto and desirable, they will form the trunk. You can go ahead and verify here, show interface trunk as well. See this, there is a trunk and it is saying right now as mode is desirable, and it has encapsulated and initiated with the .1q protocol itself. Okay, so you can go ahead and even verify into the switch one as well. If you remember, the previous state was dynamic auto and static access, but now verify the same command. See here, it's dynamic auto and trunk, correct? So like this you can go ahead and change the mode and you can verify. Even if you can go, if you want, you can go to this interface and say that switch port mode dynamic desirable. See, here also I have changed. So dynamic desirable here and here also dynamic desirable only. So dynamic desirable, here also it is going to form the trunk only. You can verify, show interface trunk here. Now you can see, yes, it is in dynamic desirable and it has been encapsulated with the same. If you want to verify the detail, see here, it is encapsulated with dynamic desirable as administrative mode and working as a trunk itself. Okay, So this is how you can go ahead and change the mode of your DTP, and you can verify as well. So far this is the quick demo for DTP. You can go ahead and change this mode to dynamic, maybe desirable, auto, or excess, trunk, one side, and check it out whether it is forming the trunk or not. So that's it for this particular lecture. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.